Word problem, everybody loves word problems. The bottom row in a trapezoid has 49 cans. So first of all, you read the first sentence, and this might throw you off because you're like, I've heard of that word before, but I don't know what it is, or I've never heard of that word before, and I also don't know what it is. Mathematically, a trapezoid is a shape with two parallel sides. In this case, it will look like this as the cans are stacked on top of each other. Okay? So the bottom row of a trapezoid has 49 cans. Sometimes it's nice to draw a visual, but sometimes you don't want to draw all 49 of them. Each consecutive row has 4 fewer cans than the row before. So then if I put cans on top of this row, apparently this row then would have 45 cans. Does that make sense? So we started a visual. There are 11 rows in total. So now we can think from here up to the top. Ooh, I'll make the top in red with smiley faces. 11 rows in total. How many cans are in the trapezoid? So drawing the picture helps us visualize it. Then it's asking for how many. We know that we would have 49 plus the 45 plus the next row would have 41 ... until we continued all the way. So what do we know? Right? I'm just going to flip back to this one where we had our formulas before. You would take out your formula sheet and say, okay, in all these formula sheets, there's like T1, there's D, there's Tn, there's Sn. What do I want to find? So in your head, you wouldn't write this down, but in your head you'd say, I want to find S11. So I'm thinking, I'll look at my S formulas. Do I know term 1? Yes. I know term 1. Okay? So looking at I look at this for S, I want to find this. Do I know N? Yes, because I want to find S11. I know that N would be 11. Do I know the last term? Do I know term 11? No. So this formula is temporarily out because I don't know Tn, which means I either have to go to this formula to find Tn so I can use it, or maybe I can use this one directly. So I move down to this formula. Do I know N? Yes. Do I know term 1? Yes. Do I know D? So just have a quick look. Do I know what D is? Yes. What's happening? We're going down by 4 each time. So your D value is minus 4. I have everything I need for that last formula, so then I'm going to use that last formula. S11 is going to equal N, which is 11, 2 times term 1, which is 49. And when I plug in numbers, I often put them in brackets like that. So 2 times term 1 plus D, which is a negative 4. Often when I plug in negative numbers, I for sure put them in brackets. And then it was N minus 1, which is 11 minus 1, all divided by 2. If you have a calculator that shows you what you're writing, you could type this thing in exactly as you see it. If you want to practice your mental math, which isn't bad, go through your order of operations. Go inside the brackets first. 2 times 49, that's 98. Plus negative 4 times 10 would be minus 40, all divided by 2. 98 minus 40 is 58. Now, when doing mental math, okay, you could at this point decide to do 11 times 58 first and then divide it by 2. However, when you can divide first, your numbers are smaller. So if I take 58, which divides nicely by 2, I would get 29. And then 29 times 11, 312. You know the fancy trick for timesing by 11? By the way, is that right? No, 319. You know the fancy trick for multiplying by 11? Any number that you multiply by 11, you can write both the number down twice, just offset. Technically, what is this doing by writing it offset? You're timesing it by 10 first and getting 290. And then you have to add one more of them, add another 29. But as far as visualizing the trick, you just think of the 29 and the 29 on top of each other and then adding them. Add the middle digits to carry one over. Right? Want to see that? 11 times 13. 13, 143. Pretty cool. Anyways, fun stuff. So we get our sum is 319. Okay, this is a word problem, so you should have a statement. There are 319 cans in total. And questions for this one are 8, 9, and 13. Okay. For this next bit, you will need, if you have, take out your phone and connect to the internet. Take the plastic off of this piece of paper. Send the plastic to the person at the front of your row so they can throw it away. And Google or Chrome or whatever you use, you are going to type now. Here's something that would go against your intuition. If you're like me and someone gives you a long website like this, you don't remember it, you just remember some of it, and then when you want to find it again, you would just like, oh, it was Math Excel. I'll Google Math Excel. Right? You do that, a website comes up. The website that comes up when you Google Math Excel looks exactly like the website that's going to hopefully appear quickly on my screen. Computer is slow today. Oh, I don't need to record anymore.